Hi, in this video I'm going to show you 4 different eye makeup looks that you can create with the Bourjois Nude eyeshadow palette, which also does come with a double-ended sponge applicator as well as very interesting colors. Some of them are a little bit more familiar when it comes to the brown tones, but also very cool tones. Now I'm not only going to show you what looks you can create with it, but also how you can combine it with blush and lipstick. And my name is Melissa van Dijk, I'm a makeup artist, and let's get started. Now if we are having a look at some swatches, then you definitely can see that there are shimmery ones, one glittery shade, and also like 4 shades that are a little bit more unusual, like the purple, blue, green, and a white one. And I do have to say that with the shimmery ones, those are the very familiar colors, and the other ones are a little bit more subtle. Those are also softer, which also gives you a great opportunity to get closer to those colors that you normally wouldn't wear, but you still can try it out and use some familiar colors in between so that you have a little bit more of a mix. And so this is also what I'm going to do for today's video. I'm going to start off with the first eye makeup look, which is very simple and also very familiar. And so I'm going to start off with using the shimmery orange shade on the main lid area from the lash line to the crease, and those perform so well that you don't even need like the applicator or any brush to blend it because they are very soft. And so the finger is basically enough. Now I told you that this one goes on so smooth, and also now for the next step I'm going to dig into the light brown shadow, which has the same texture as the orange one. So it also means that you do not necessarily need the applicator. You can if you want to intensify the color, but you can also use your finger to apply it. I'm going to use both so that I can blend it nice into the orange as well as using the applicator to intensify the color a bit more. Now the light brown and the orange, they do not really give you a lot of color. It's more like the shimmer that's into focus. Especially with the light brown, it darkens the area a bit, which also gives you a bit more of a softer look, and you're still going to keep the orange as your focused shadow as well as darken the outer corner a bit more. And so this is also the first simple eye makeup look that I wanted to share with you. Now if you're going to move on to the cheeks and lips, then I'm going to combine it with very similar shades. So there are so many blushes on the market and also so many formulas, and I'm also going to show you a few of them. I'm going to start off with a blush that has also golden shimmer in it so that it also matches with my eyes. And this is the one that I'm going to apply also with a blush brush. And so now for the lips, to make sure that everything works beautifully together, I'm also going to use this shade right here from the palette, which has also some orange in it. So what I'm basically teaching you here is that if you have something like one color or a blush or a lipstick that you want to use, then you can also work your way around with the shadows that you also want to use for your eye makeup. Or as I just did right now, I started with my eyes and I'm going to use the same color theme to my cheeks and lips. And here you have the first finished makeup look with combining the lipstick, the mascara and the eyeshadow together. So the only thing that's missing is a bit of mascara. And now let's move on to the next eye makeup look. Now for the second look, I'm going to dig into some purple, and this is the only shadow that has glitter in it while shimmer. So you have to be a bit more careful with this one, as you can end up with a bit of fallout just because of the glitter flakes that aren't really like sticking together. It's more like pressing on for best results. And so I'm going to start off with it with my finger, applying it over my eyelid area. Now the purple shadow on its own is already gorgeous, a bit of mascara and you have already a look, because it also includes glitter and shimmer at like basically 2 in 1. And I'm also going to intensify this shadow a bit more, as I would say this is also a beautiful like wearable eye makeup look, and if you're going to intensify it with a darker color, then you can also wear it as an evening eye makeup look. And so for that I'm also going to use the applicator. I'm going to use the thinner side of the like double-ended applicator, and I'm going to dig into the matte brown shadow right here. I'm going to create a soft liner with it. Now to soften the liner a bit more, when it comes to this part right here, I'm also going back into the purple and pressing it on top. And so now for blush, I'm going to use a cream blush, as well as this one has doesn't include any shimmer. It's a matte one, and you can also apply this one with your finger. As well as for the lipstick, I'm also going to use something very similar so that it includes also the same like color range, and I'm going to use this shade right here. And so again, with this one I stayed with the color theme so that everything works beautifully together. And if you want to include a little bit of glitter, then you can do so with this palette as well if you're going to use the purple. So let's move on to the next eye makeup look. Now for the next eye makeup look, I'm going to dig into the blue shadow. Not only this one, but this is where we are going to start. And so don't be afraid of this blue color, as it is a very, very soft color. And so as usual, I'm going to start with my finger and applying it on my main lid area. Like, we're not going to keep it complicated, we're just going to keep it soft and wearable. Now this blue isn't too scary, right? It is a very, very soft shadow, which also blends beautifully if you're just using your finger. And now to darken the outer corner a bit more, I'm going to use the last brown shadow that I haven't touched yet, which is the dark brown shimmery shadow. And I'm also going to use my finger for it for the outer corner, and if needed, also the applicator. And so this is also a very simple look, and with this brown tone, this one is a little bit darker. So if you want to emphasize the outer corner a bit more, then go with this shadow. If you just want to keep it like a shadow, then I would recommend you going in with the light brown shadow. Now both of them are shimmery ones. I do have to say that the blue one isn't as shimmery one as the brown one, but this basically doesn't matter if you're going to use those two together. And the main reason why I like to start off with the darker color at first and then go back again with the blue one is because then I can avoid having like a too harsh line right here where the two colors are basically bumping into each other, so that it is a little bit like softer and blended. Now for the cheeks and for my lips, I'm of course going to use a different blush. This time I'm going to stick with more of a pink blush that still has golden flakes in it, but it's a bit different than the first one as this one stays pink. And then with the lipstick, I'm also going to go with one of my favorite colors from the palette, which is this one right here. And this is also what I'm going to use for the lip. And those color combinations are working beautifully together. And so once the blush and the lipstick is on, and then you have already the finished look, don't forget the mascara, and now we can move on to the last eye makeup look. Now for the last eye makeup look, there are only two colors that are missing, which is the green and the white one. And those are also the ones that I'm going to use to create a beautiful eye makeup look with. Starting off, as usual, with my finger and applying the green shadow on the main lid area. Now just look at this beautiful green, and this is more like a minty shadow rather than having like the grass green that you might be scared of. But this time this one will work beautifully also as an everyday like eye makeup look if you want to wear it for your everyday like grocery shopping or whatsoever. And now with the white shadow, I'm also going to use this one in combination with the green one, and I'm also going to use this one as a highlighter towards the inner and brow bone area so that we can make it pop even more. Now this time I'm not going to apply a different blush or lipstick, but I'm also going to show you that you can use the white shadow as a highlighter by just using a fluffier, smaller face brush and then digging into the shadow and just applying it on the highest points of your face or only on top of your cheeks. Now I do have to say that those shadows perform so well. The only ones that I had a bit of trouble was the matte brown shadow and the purple one because of the glitter. But all the other ones performed without any like fallout, and they just worked amazing. And you like saw in this tutorial that I only used my fingers for it and just rarely used the applicator that comes with it. Now those are also the eye makeup looks and also combinations on how you can use your blush and lipstick with it. so that you can end up with a beautiful finished makeup look. Now I do hope that you enjoyed this video and the steps between each makeup look, and if you did so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. Thank you so much for watching. This is an independent channel, which means I'm buying the products with my own money, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!